Here we are, a couple of
Good
ladies
morning.
that
Good
don't
morning,
care.
Jody.
I couldn't imagine you being someone who didn't smile.
I'm
Like
just
you could
like
only even
I'm
do it for a
thinking
second.
I can put summer edition, but I'm noticing my tan. How come
Do you
you
have a
didn't say
tan?
anything about my tan?
I'm like, I don't even have a tan. You're not allowed to have a tan. I was driving yesterday with Caden and he put his arm like up beside mine. And he is like just his arms. He's full on farmer this summer, but he's the perfect golden brown. And I was
Nice.
like, whose kid are you really? Like, where did you get this ability to tan from? Like, that's not fair.
Life's
Just
not fair, I guess. Maybe that's the theme of today.
it's, it's Bucket Friday and life's not fair. Welcome to the show, everybody. We're tapping into some really positive new moon energy. I haven't even had coffee yet. I'm starting with a glass of water. I don't even know who I am anymore.
I know. I know. I was very happy. I was smiling on the inside and the outside when you said that you were cursing me.
Yeah. Good morning, Helen. Yeah, she agrees. Life isn't fair at all. Good morning, Kathy. Yeah, we're just stalling, having some fun, and then I'm going to talk about how I was cursing you. Morning, Cheryl. I see everybody's waking up. You know, though, for a moment, just before we get started, I'm house sitting, and this fridge here is like the one at your house, where it has like the thing that dispenses ice and water. They're like fancy fridges to me. They make a big difference in how much water you drink
Oh.
in my life. And I don't know if it's because I'm still like, oh, it makes ice and water. It's like a
Right.
fax machine. They're magical, right?
Right. How does
So
it
I don't
even
know
work?
if it gets old once you've owned the fridge for a long time, but for me, but I'm still like that when I come to your house. Like when it's making ice and water, I'm drinking it constantly. Like they're worth the money. I need it.
It's like a little bit like a VLT.
Oh,
Like you
yeah.
just go up with your cup and then it like
But you win
you
every
win every
time,
time.
unlike a VLT. Yeah.
Ding 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 ding. If it had lights, you might even drink more water. If it made a little sound.
Yeah. Like if it complimented you, like, damn girl,
Mm.
you looking fine today. I'd be like, thank you, fridge.
Thank you, fridge.
Have some
Okay.
more water.
We're inventing so many things today.
Yeah. I feel like there's fridges with like AI personalities already, but just like, let's just really throw that out there because I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, the self-care fridge. Like it could just
Yeah.
be like maybe there's an app or a way to upgrade your fridge so that it gives pumps you up.
Yeah. You can type in some of your favorite phrases and words and just really
Mhm,
personalize it.
mhm.
Whew, we're going to take over the world today. All right. Kevin, good morning. Mike Lavelle, hi. Darlene, good morning. All right. Gang's all here. So I cursed you with gratitude last night, Fauna. So then I thought, well, I guess I should probably circle the wagon back this morning because you shouldn't curse someone without them knowing. Well, no, I'm kidding. You can. But a mutual friend of ours who we've had on Coffee Club before that has come on a few times to chat with us, Anna M. Kara Marshall, was hosting what she was calling a first of sort of a new moon soul friends gathering last night out at her ranch. And it's one of those things where I find myself in these places sitting in a circle and I sit there and I'm like, so why exactly am I here today? Like, what has brought me to this? And there was like everything we did last night. Like we circled in one space, we circled around a fire. It was just circle. And when I was leaving, Kara had said to me, I'm so glad you came, Jody. It was so fun to share. And I'm like, yep, here we are in another circle. Thanks to fucking Fauna. And she just started killing herself laughing. And I remember back to when we first started working together in the Our High River project, and you would make us sit in these circles, like every meeting, friends, every meeting we went to, Fauna would make us sit in a circle and start sharing shit. And I was just like, I don't know what it is with you and your circles, but I hate them. I remember saying that to you.
Yes, I
And
do
you just
too.
like,
And you'd say, what should we do? And you're like, don't say a circle. I'm like, you know what I'm going to say?
I'm like, how should we start this community summit? You're like, in a circle? I'm like, no. And I fought them for so long. What's the interesting thing behind that? But here we are realizing the power of a circle. And it's not like, I mean, that's been a concept since the dawn of time, people sitting in a circle.
Yeah, good point, Jody. It's like it's not like we invented something new. You got to see this newfangled thing. But I have to tell you, like, I was exactly the same. Like, I remember it was like this coaching training I took, and I'm like, oh no, I hate sitting. I don't want to sit in a circle. I don't know these people. And then we had to go around, and I shared, and I cried. And I'm like, they're like, okay, in reflection, how was that? I can swear on Fridays, right?
Yeah, we
And I
can
was like,
swear on
I
Friday.
fucking hate sharing.
Yeah.
And I was
Me
just
too.
like, I hate this. This is awful. But then you just feel better, and then you can't stop.
Yeah. So what is about, like, I realized you probably know some like symbolistic thing behind it, but like, what is it about the circle that brings the sharing out, that allows you to step into, I don't know, it's almost like once you enter the circle, you have to step into vulnerability. And maybe that's the big thing that blocks us from even wanting to be in that space.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, probably exactly what you're saying, Jody, is like what makes it great is what makes it scary is like everybody in a circle, everybody's in an equal space. Like so much of our culture is like a hierarchy, but a circle is, you might have someone who's kind of curating the circle, but they're usually right there, like in the circle, right? So it's like, and this is a weird part, like, you're going to get a chance to talk. Whereas like, in normal office or, when
Theater style seats or something.
yeah, exactly. Then it's like one person's talking, or it can be competitive where it's like fastest, loudest, and you're like, you can kind of fade into the background, or you can share, but you don't have everybody's attention, right?
Yeah.
And it's weird how we have that desire to be heard, but then that fear of being heard. Like, uh-oh. And I think there is some inherent about circles that when you're coming into circle, it's you have an opportunity to share. That doesn't mean you have to, but it's I always say, like, whoever's heart is beating the fastest, it's your turn. Like, it's like that's your sign that it's like your turn to talk.
Yeah, like never. Tammy says, always trust Fauna. Is that a new?
Tammy, I made Tammy
new
sit in a
slogan.
lot of circles also.
Well, I feel like anyone who knows you is just like, yeah. No, we circle all the time now. You're like the circle pusher. we're addicted to circles now. I don't know. That was what was on my mind this morning, was just you. I was cursing you last night. I don't know if you heard it in your soul, but I was like, man.
I'm grateful.
But it was good. It was a cool night.
Yeah, I mean, like, these are like the perfect nights for sitting around a campfire. Like, I hope everybody's circling up. Like, it's just magical.
Yeah, well, there's a good example of the first circles around campfires.
So good.
We didn't choose to sit in squares. I'm not sure why.
It would take a lot of figuring.
Too much brain power. It'd be like, do you think this is totally? So I think we're in a triangle.
Get your triangle.
My son just like, there's no square fireplaces, Mom. You could make one. If you're building a fire in the woods, you could make it as a square, but we don't. We make it as a circle. Everything's a circle. I don't know. It's weird. Everything's a circle. So what else is on your mind? Oh, hang on. Darlene says circles were great when she was teaching. No first or last.
Yeah, I love that, Darlene. I think that's part of that equality piece. Yeah. I think we're coming into a time where that's going to be really necessary. Lots of complex problems require lots of viewpoints.
Yeah.
Without getting too deep, my brain doesn't want to work that hard today, which is what connected Jody and I this morning. Was, whew, this is a Saturday, Friday.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah.
Like I may or may not have slept in the dress that I'm wearing on Coffee Club right now. Like, let's be authentic. Yeah, I may or may not be like public ready underneath. Like that's what I'll go with there. Because I just was like, I don't care today.
Yeah, how's the mood with everybody else? I'd like to.
Yeah, what are you feeling today, friends, on this Friday morning? And I'm house sitting 2 cats, and so that's
I saw that cat.
They're just kind of everywhere. It's been an interesting week. Helen says she's hot.
Helen, basement. It's basement. It's so funny because we can't wait for summer, and then we go sit in our basements.
It's too hot. Well, and you don't want to complain. Like I've felt like I've had that conversation multiple times this week, wherever I've went, as people are like, "Oh, I don't want to complain about the heat because, you know, in a couple months we'll be wishing we had the heat." But at the same time, it's like it's really hot.
It's so hot.
So hot. I feel like the world. To me, the perfect it was 25 all the time. That would be my favorite world.
Yeah, I always think it's interesting that there's places like that. Like that you could go and live, but we choose to stay.
Yeah. Do we? Or does it choose us?
I don't know.
Kathy says day 1 of holidays.
Kathy.
Happy and hot.
That sounds like you.
Darlene says I may or may not be sitting on my deck in my house coat. Yes.
Yes.
Maybe we should have like jammy Fridays or something.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I can see anybody else's jammies. I'll just have to trust you're wearing yours, but.
Well, especially if you wear your clothes during the night, Jody, it's easy for you to have jammies.
I was joking this morning. Like, honestly, it's just like this, like really comfy, loose, cool material. So I was wearing this dress yesterday. Like anyone who saw me yesterday will be like, did she do the walk of shame? Why is she wearing that same dress? And then at night, I couldn't really sleep. So I just slept in it. And then I just rolled out of bed and I was like, well, I can wear this on Coffee Club today. It's fine. I wore it in public yesterday. So I was like, I need to start a new trend, like on TikTok, where I just transition. Do you need to transition your outfit from the office to going out? This is how you transition to bed and then wake up in the morning.
And then morning.
Sleeping.
Day, night, day again.
Day, evening, night, overnight, morning. It's just the perfect outfit.
Would make your packing for vacation so easy.
Yeah. It was $15 at Walmart or Old Navy. I don't remember. And that's that. Like, done. You could probably swim in it. Probably could. Be a little draggy, but I could try later. I'll shoot a video from the lake.
You're going to the lake.
Seeing if it also becomes a swim dress. But it's a great swimsuit cover. Like it's versatile.
There you go.
But that's where my brain is today. Tammy, if you're still with us, how are you today? Kevin, Share some feelings.
Let's pretend we're in a circle.
The evil fucking circle. How is it? How's your summer going, Fauna?
Oh, fast but good. Good.
Yeah.
Like I'm really trying to. Summer's really busy for us. Like because we have cattle and Dusty's building, so then summer's like lots of hours in the day. So we don't. Yeah. So trying to like do like mini vacations, like water at the end of the day, or you know, little things. How about you, Jode? Yeah, Tammy, I think it's a lazy day. It's like,
well, and is that interesting? Because what I learned yesterday, like, so we had the Leo new moon came into yesterday. And so what I was shared with around that is that it's a time for creativity. And all that. So I feel like it's funny today that like I'm feeling it too. I'm just like, I'm not feeling creative. I want to have a nap. But maybe we have to rest before we go. I don't know.
Yeah, it almost feels like that kind of creativity where you just like lay on the ground and let thoughts come to you and like, you know, it's like laying on the dock giggling kind of energy.
Yeah.
Like not just like.
I do want to just lay on the ground though. Like you have that pegged. I'm like, yes. Oh, Kevin. I love Kevin. He shared. He's hot, trying to get some more hay baled today. Yeah, that is hot.
Kevin, I hope you have
in the tractor. Gosh,
I hope you have like one of those fancy tractors.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, it was funny. Caden's got the game. He's been video gaming a lot in the air conditioning. What can you do? I guess, but he's got Farm Simulator. So he's been bailing along with you, Kevin, but sitting on the couch.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, like you know how it's like some people have the summer off and other people like farmers and ranchers, it's full on. It's like
what's time off?
Builders, yeah.
No, it's busy. And I think for me too, the summer's been this month. I think we had to do coffee club together just to have a conversation because it's been so busy, but because it's rodeo season. And so that's a really busy time of year for my company. And so, it feels like I've went a lot of places and I've done a lot of things and my house looks like it's been abandoned by vagrants. I was home yesterday briefly and I'm like, God, why doesn't anybody straighten this place up? It's just laundry everywhere.
Keep house sitting.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I want to be a professional house sitter. This is awesome. Sorry, offspring. It's distracting.
Gee, thanks.
You don't need a name. Darlene says we're getting the swather and combine ready for harvest. Should have started sooner. Parts are taking forever to get here. Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, like everything is taking forever. Yeah. I wonder if that's because we like had a sweet spot where we got things quickly. Like I wonder if it's ever going to go back or if we're like
always be a little bit behind.
The supply chain peaked and now it's like, nah, back to reality.
I feel like there's analysts that could predict some of those answers for us. We don't have those, especially on Bucket Friday, but
no. Okay. I can tell like it is a mind-wandering day.
Well, the cats were wrestling right here. Entertaining. It is a mind-wandering day, but I think too, I feel like those are important to talk about because I think a lot of times when we're not feeling particularly motivated or energized or your mind wanders so easily, we kind of shit on ourselves a little bit for that. And I don't think we should because every piece that happens is required, if that makes sense. So if your mind needs to wander or you need to rest it or you need to just lay on the ground, that's what you just need to do.
Yeah. I know this is really philosophical for Bucket Friday, but I do think that's kind of like where we're in a weird time right now where, you know, like we there was definitely like this, like, just push through, work hard, and there's times for that. Like, it's not like Kevin can just go lay on the ground while the sun shines, right? It's but there's also like I don't know, like I think there's a new idea coming in where it's like, oh, it's not even new, same as the circle. It's old idea of like going with the cycles. Like it's like sometimes you're super active and sometimes you're not. It's actually, Jody, what I really like about new moon groups is like it's weird to hear sometimes how the astrology matches, and you kind of think, whoa, that's weird. I wouldn't have, but it is like sometimes and I do think sometimes you can be more effective on the back end if you take a rest time when you can, when you've got an opportunity, instead of just being like, work harder, push yourself. No pain, no gain.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, not to be too philosophical on our Fuck It Friday also is just that we have so much unconditioning to do to get back into a space where we can find what your real groove looks like for your soul. And it's hard to do that. It's hard to, even last night we were joking in the circle is that, people were just supposed to go up and pick a card from this pile as they felt like went up. But we like waited until like each person in the next one in the circle would take it. And then I was like, stop it. We have to get it. Like, it was like, get off the assembly line. Just everyone do whatever. But we just can't. We're just so like, no, it's not my turn. It's not my this. And so there's interesting shifts that I think will happen.
Yeah.
Darlene asks if we're both Leos. Neither of us are Leos. I think I have some Leo influence, but I'm actually a Cancer.
And I'm a bossy Aries.
A bossy Aries.
Very bossy. Mm-hmm. Fiery?
Is yours a fire sign?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so it's kind of your fire and water. How do we get along so well? Yeah. I don't know. We just do. Don't question it. Just say fuck it. Anything else on your mind today, friends? Anyone want to share anything? I really just felt like people just need to check in today, even though it's busy, crazy summer and the heat. I think too, many days of heat in a row, like really kind of, I don't know what the word is, but I want to say lethargizes, but I know I'm making that up.
It is lethargimatic. I feel lethargimanized.
Lethargimanized.
Lethargimistic.
Yes.
That's the best kind of mystic to be, is a lethargimistic.
Lethargimistic. Yeah. I love it. It's perfect. Oh, Helen says we look great today. So that's good.
Helen, thank you.
When you sleep in your clothes, you have a whole kind of different appreciation glowing out of you in the morning. Just saying.
That's good return on investment. When you invest nothing and you look good.
And you can pull it off. Only on Zoom. Yeah, that's good. Well, I hope that it's the long weekend this weekend. Is that also a little bit mind-blowing?
Yeah, I think that might be part of my lethargism is might be like half of my team at work took the Friday off. So
smart.
I really should get back to work. It's so
Tammy says she's got to do at least one task today.
Okay.
I think mine will be maybe putting on some new clothes. We'll see.
Yeah. Just set the bar low.
Yeah. Low. It's low bar Friday.
Bar Friday.
Do what you got to do.
Look after yourself.
A long weekend. Yeah. I am headed to Console, Saskatchewan for the Reno Rodeo.
Fun.
And so I think that will be good. They moved the rodeo to the evening because it's going to be so hot.
Why do they call it Reno Rodeo?
Well, I said the same thing, same as when we went to Manitoba. It was the Hanover Rodeo when we there's no Hanover. So it's done by county.
Oh,
So they're
okay.
really pro-county area. And so it's the Reno area.
Oh,
Has
okay.
nowhere near Reno, Nevada. Just
That would be very
clarification.
hot.
Be very hot. But yeah, so it's the county. This is the
The
The-
region.
yeah,
Macon Circle.
the special sign for that. Oh, Tammy said her one task today is showering. Just
Right.
showering.
You can do it,
Darlene
Tammy.
said she's looking forward to practicing lethargism at the Folk Fest in Canmore. Oh, that would be such an
Oh,
amazing weekend.
Darlene, that's perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be excellent. Okay, I'm in spirit with Darlene. That sounds
Yeah,
excellent.
let's all
Just laying
go
on the
with
ground
Darlene's
listening to
backpack.
music. Yeah, that'll be great.
Perfect. All right. Well, thanks for coming on to talk about nothing with me today.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Kevin, we'll be thinking of you on the tractor.
Yeah.
Darlene at
For
the
sure.
Folk Fest, and I'm not going to think about Tammy in the shower because that seems weird.
That's maybe weird. Don't be too lethargic in the shower. You won't get anything
Don't
wrong.
lay down in there. Yeah.
Oh, laying down in the shower sometimes though feels good. I like to do that every once in a while and pretend I'm in a rainstorm.
Okay.
That was maybe an overshare. Just dying to be naked, laying on the
Okay,
ground
lay
in a
down.
rainstorm.
We'll leave you all with that.
Yeah,
That
that
is
sounds like a good time for me to peace out before I keep sharing. And yeah, cheers, everybody. Have a
Cheers.
great
Happy
rest of
Friday.
your Friday. Bye.